So in my last video, or my last couple of videos, I got some pretty nice comments on my denim jacket. And if you know me, you know I am not a style person. Like, if you've watched any of my videos, I'm a t-shirt and hoodie type of guy. That is the extent of my wardrobe, like no joke. So it was kind of cool to be getting some comments on, what I was wearing. And it's crazy to think how such a simple item can instantly make you look better, something as simple as this. So that's your style tip of the day from someone who doesn't know anything about style. Invest in a denim jacket this fall and winter time. It's a really nice piece that you can throw on and instantly look better than you maybe normally do if you're like me and you don't really know anything at all what you're doing when it comes to men's style. Anyways, today we're back with another video and we're going to be going over 5 more popular men's fragrances that got dethroned by their flankers. Essentially, for most of these, in my opinion, you're better off getting the new flankers versus the original. There actually are a couple fragrances in this video, though, that I still really like the original, but, most people just don't talk about the original anymore. They kind of were dethroned by the community as a whole, and you don't hear about it, you just hear about their flankers. I agree with most of them in this list, except for a couple. A couple I'm a little butthurt about. But to that note, I'm not saying that any of these fragrances are bad. I'm just saying that I personally prefer the flankers in most scenarios. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. One of the beauties of flankers is being able to kind of work off of a concept that has been proven to work and improve upon it over time. Once you release something to the public and you get a whole bunch of people to put their nose on it and test it, then you can kind of start getting some feedback and hearing from the consumers, what maybe they would like to see changed. And that's exactly what happened with this first fragrance right here, Dolce & Gabbana The One Eau de Toilette. You do not hear about this or see this bottle show up in any videos anymore. I mean, think about it. When was the last time you've seen a Dolce & Gabbana The One Eau de Toilette bottle? I mean, it's probably been quite a while. And the reason why is because they listened, right? People kind of said, we want something a bit more strong and a bit more rich. And so they released the Eau de Parfum. In my opinion, you're way better off getting the Eau de Parfum over this one. Now, what's kind of ironic is that the Eau de Parfum doesn't even perform that good. So, it's kind of one of those weird scenarios. But if you were to get either of them, it would definitely be the Eau de Parfum. The Eau de Toilette anymore, I wouldn't bother with. There are also some other good Dolce & Gabbana The One flankers as well. Royal Night is really solid. Mysterious Night is good for if you want something with an oud and rose combination. Luminous Night is really solid as well, although very hard to get currently. And then if you want something that's going to go in the more recent trend, you could go with Dolce & Gabbana The One Eau de Parfum Intense. It's got heavy cashmere and that sort of thing. It's a great compliment getter. There are a lot of options for you. Anymore, this guy here, it just can't hang, You can't take the heat, stay out of the kitchen, and this thing is downstairs. It just doesn't hold up. Next up, Le Male by Jean Paul Gaultier. Yeah, kind of a similar thing here. When was the last time you've seen this bottle? Probably more often than I think, but you get what I'm saying here. You just don't hear a whole lot about this one anymore. Now, it's worth noting, for nostalgic reasons, 100% these are worth getting. If you have a lot of scent memories associated with these and you like to pick them up and wear them because it reminds you of, when you were younger and great memories or whatever, then obviously it's a great scent. That's invaluable. You can't put a number on that. You can't put a performance digit on that. You can't put a price on that. Making yourself feel good based off of memories you had a long time ago with your fragrance is priceless. So definitely enjoy it in that regard. However, if you don't have any memories associated with this one and you're just getting into fragrances, yeah, I would say maybe hold off on this one. You just don't really need it anymore. The reason why is because there are some better flankers. Ultra Male, in my opinion, is really, really good. It's a better performer, and I find it to just be kind of a good replacement to this one. The newer Le Male Le Parfum is also really good. It has a bit of an oriental spiciness. It's also a better performer, and it's just a better scent all around. It's not to say that this one is bad. It's timeless for sure. It still smells great. I think there are just some better options out there that are worth exploring. I think these flankers that they're putting out, a few of which are really good. Even Le Male On Board and Le Male in the Navy, They're fresher, kind of summery versions, and those are really solid as well. You just have a lot more to choose from, and while this still smells great and always will smell great, the flankers are ones you should definitely be looking into as well. You know, if you're going to put your money anywhere, I'd put them in the new flankers that they're putting out. They're not making improvements to the original Le Male anymore. They're not making improvements to the original Dolce & Gabbana The One anymore. All of the money that they're getting is going towards the new flankers, so I would support that instead. Although, not that you really support the brand directly when you buy from discounters like I do, but hey, you get what I'm saying. And I will link these all down below to discounters, by the way. So if you want to get these and save some money, that's the place to do it, and I highly recommend doing that. You know, these brands realistically have plenty of money. They don't need you or I buying them at retail for $80+. Just worry about yourself, save yourself some money, and just shop through discounters. Next up, Guerlain L'Homme EDT, Eau de Toilette. So this is one that I actually kind of disagree with. For sure, one thing we can all agree on is that this has been overshadowed, right? You don't hear anyone talk about this anymore. I can't remember the last time I've heard someone feature L'Homme EDT Eau de Toilette in a video. It's always the Eau de Parfum, which is a top-notch scent, the new Extreme, which is also a top-notch scent. For a while, it was L'Homme EDT Cologne everywhere, which is also a top-notch scent, just discontinued now. You hear about those all the time, but not this one. So that's a fact for sure. I think we can all agree on that. However, this one here, I wouldn't necessarily say to skip like I am the other ones. The other ones, yeah, go buy the flankers and forget about those. This one, don't forget about it. You know, this one deserves some love too. This one has the almond, it's got some leather, it's if you smell the eau de parfum, then you'll know what this smells like. It's just a bit lighter, and I actually like that it's a bit lighter because it's almost, for me, kind of like a good fall daytime scent, or also just a fall scent in general. I like to really wear the eau de parfum in the winter time. You get that cherry, you get that vanilla, you get, of course, that almond. It's a bit heavier, a bit more rich. This one here almost has a little bit more of a light freshness, making it really nice for a bit more of a mild temperature zone. This one works really well. I love it. I love this DNA. It is so good. I mean, this is one of a kind. And while the Eau de Toilette doesn't get talked about anymore and all the flankers have the spotlight, I would recommend, if you're into the line and you don't own this yet and you like the EDP, this may be worth checking out. I think you'll really like it, and you may find that you gravitate towards this one a lot as well. And back to back, we have the other one that I don't really agree with, that is overshadowed, that I don't think should be, is Gentleman Eau de Toilette 2017 by Guerlain. So this one has iris, pear, of course, some other fruity notes, some musk, some woods, but really it's the iris, pear, fruitiness is what all this one is about. And it smells so good. It's very fresh and vibrant up top, and I wasn't expecting this to be as interesting and appealing as it turned out to be. Talked about this before, but this was actually the last Gentleman fragrance that I picked up. So the newest one, Gentleman Eau de Toilette Intense, I bought that one before getting this, and this came out before all of the other ones. That's because, you know, I started off with the EDP, and then I kind of worked my way there as new ones were put out, and I just kind of looked over this one. I just didn't think I really necessarily needed it. And I was wrong. I really wish I would have gotten this sooner. It smells fantastic. And to a similar note, no one's really talking about this. You know, it's all about the EDP, which is great. The Gentleman Cologne, really nice fresh one. Gentleman Boisé, also really good. Of course, the newest one, that one's getting a little bit of talk. And there's the Absolute line, or the Only line. So there's Only Absolute, Only, Gentleman Only, that sort of thing. You just have a whole bunch of them that are talked about over this one. And this one only came out in 2017, so it's not like it's that old. So to that point, so to that note, definitely don't sleep on this one. If you like the Gentleman line, this could be like the missing puzzle piece that you can throw in and wear this one on a warmer day, wear this one in the morning. It kind of gives you a nice breath of energy, you know, makes you feel great, makes you feel uplifted, that sort of thing. I think more people should really give this one a chance. I wish I would have sooner, because now I am super happy with it. So make sure you check this one out if you like the Gentleman lineup. And last up, 1 Million by Paco Rabanne. It's a little bit of an unfortunate event. I can't find any of my 1 Million fragrances, any of them. So they must have all been in a box that is misplaced, because 1 Million Privé, 1 Million Lucky, the original, 1 Million Cologne. I can't find any of them. And I just noticed that as I was putting this video together, because before I was never really talking about 1 Million, and so I was never looking for a bottle to show on camera. So yes, I do have the original 1 Million. I do have a lot of the flankers. I just don't really know where they are. It's kind of a little bit strange. Anyway, yeah, 1 Million. You don't hear a whole lot about 1 Million anymore, the original. I'm sure there's some people out there still wearing it for the reasons we talked about earlier, and that's awesome. I'm all for that. I love scent memories. That's what it's all about. So continue doing what you're doing. But people who are new to collecting, newer to fragrances, and weren't around when 1 Million was popping off, I would say the flankers are where you want to be hanging out with. 1 Million Privé, 1 Million Lucky is really good, very mass-pleasing. Even the new 1 Million Parfum is really nice. They have some good scents in the lineup. It's not to say that the original 1 Million smells bad. It doesn't. It's very sweet, you know, kind of is that trendy sweetness, and it will always smell good. There's never going to be a point where it smells dated or anything like that. It's always going to have a playful, fun, sweet vibe to it, and it's hard to deny that it does work well. I just think some of the flankers work even better, like 1 Million Privé. That stuff is top notch, and you would not think that a fragrance that good is coming from Paco Rabanne. Like I've said that before, and I still mean it. People would smell that blindfolded and think that it's from a high-end designer brand, and they would probably crap their pants if they saw it was from Paco Rabanne of all designer brands. So yeah, 1 Million definitely seemed to kind of get overthrown by all of their flankers, the success of their flankers, and it's for a good thing. They did some good work there on some of those. So guys, that's going to do it for me. That was 5 more fragrances I got dethroned by their flankers. Again, all of these except for a couple, I think you're better off getting the flankers, but there are a couple in here where, you know, I think you still should love on the original. Of course, that's just my opinion, and I want to hear from you guys. What are some down below that have gotten dethroned by their flankers? And if you want to grab any of these, I will link them up down below. That's it for me. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy. We'll see you tomorrow with another one. Take care.